2 seconds, chaps. Where are we? There we go. There we go. That should all be lovely now. How are we doing? Right. Let's get that one live as well. It's never bloody working. How are we doing? We are going to be searching once again for potential alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars, searching on a frequency called the hydrogen line. That is the yellow line at the top of the screen. It is the line that scientists think, the frequency, the channel that scientists think we are most likely to find the hello is anybody else out there message. And in the 1970s we may have detected just that. The infamous wow signal was detected right where that yellow line is at the top of the screen. Hello Shepsy, you're first in. We are running a bit late. Not too bad though. Right, is that... There we go. Now we should be able to do all of this. How is everyone doing tonight? Come on, there we go. Right, yeah, so we're going to be doing another alien radio signal hunt again. Hey, Tina as well. How is everyone doing there? Shady, good to have you all in. Laura, how is everyone tonight? We're doing an alien radio signal hunt. And Carl is over on YouTube. How you doing, Carl? We're a little bit late tonight, but we'll be getting this show on the road now. So we're going to be looking for alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars. Wayne as well, how you doing? All good, I am glad you are there, Shepsy. And A-Up, how are you doing there? I was worried if I'd missed you there being a few minutes late. But here we are now there. And Wayne, thank you for the likes. Very kind of you there. All of the likes, you guys tapping away there, the shares and whatnot, help us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves. Getting more open-minded, intelligent people to look at the problem, share their experiences. I think, together we can all piece this puzzle together there. But yeah, we're doing an alien radio signal hunt, searching on the frequency that scientists think we are most likely to hear the hello is anybody else out there message. Like we heard back in the 1970s, the wow signal, one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal ever detected there. We'd love to see that again. We're searching in the same place for that as well. So the more we do it, our odds increase, but when that signal does come through, it'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds there, because as the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the sky, passing over stars that will hopefully have a planet that may be inhabited and sending us that signal. We don't know where it might come from as well, so we just have put in the hours and go with the Earth's rotation every night as it sweeps the skies there. A-Up's in 2 places at once. That's multitasking there, A-Up. As well. All good. Oh yeah, good, Carl. Sadly it's Monday, but hey, we are in our happy place for all of you guys. And Benjamin, good to see you in. So yeah, and Tickers too, thank you for the likes there. Yeah, so we are searching for those potential alien radio signals coming in tonight. That's weird. Why is the audio doesn't seem to be coming through on that one? Let's ignore that one. So yeah, we're searching for those signals again tonight. Oh, some micro signal analysis. Will it find a faint signal in amongst all of that background noise? That's what the red box is doing. It's looking in at the background noise there, hoping to pull out the fragments or the clues that there may be a faint signal trying to reach us. Because these distances are so vast, the amount of energy that it would take to get a clear signal to us here, it's a lot of energy there. So chances are it's going to be very faint and could get lost in amongst the background noise there. So that's why we're doing that extra layer there to see if there's any signs of something going on. Where are we here as well? Let me get rid of that little box up there. Oh, and Benjamin, apparently life is in our town centre. I've never seen any intelligent life. I know the feeling of that. We recently moved from Essex, and it's definitely the case there as well. Where are we? You're getting subtitles too? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know how you turn them on or off. But hey ho there. And Kate is in. How you doing, Kate? How is the family? Tonight, yeah, we're doing another alien radio signal hunt because the weather is, not playing ball. Surprise, surprise. It's a British winter. Hey ho. So yeah, we're going to be doing probably a fair few of these, but that's actually probably a good thing there because it puts that statistical odds up every time there, especially as we are repeating patches of the sky there, which is something that SETI organisations don't do over large timescales there. So it puts us in a reasonable favour there. It's the ISS 25th anniversary, our birthday today. That's interesting, so 25 years for a bit of equipment like that. No wonder they've got a few leaks, and they want to push it on a little bit longer, didn't they? That's phenomenal, isn't it? Benjamin as well, one of the astronaut men to the moon, just spoke out. He saw something on the moon. I've heard before about, there's rumours that they may have seen something, maybe warned them off, various different ones there, and even, what is it? It's Buzz, I think, was the one that actually was saying, we didn't go to the moon there, or you can definitely interpret what he's saying there. It's very, very interesting. Maybe it wasn't all as cut and dry as we thought back then, so I love that one. Carl, thank you for the like over there on TikTok as well. Paul is in the house. Good to see you there. Guys, are you joining us for the first time? We are searching for potential alien radio signals. And why is all of this having a little bit of a sulk today? Right, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Let me line all of that up. It's all gone wonky. There we go. We're aligned a little bit better now. Let me just drag that one down as well. A little bit better there. Yeah, so we're searching for those potential alien radio frequencies coming in from amongst the stars. As the Earth rotates, our dish will sweep across the sky and hopefully pass over a star that has a planet in orbit that will have a life and be sending us a signal. If it does, it comes through on the top there. That yellow line is the frequency range of interest. Now that is the hydrogen line, where scientists theorize we're most likely to hear any messages purposely sent by extraterrestrials there to reach out across the universe. And Paul, thank you for the heart, very kind. And it all goes straight back into the stream there. And if you're joining us for the first time, do make sure you're following us. We do something like this every night. So it's either the alien radio signal hunt that we're doing here when it's cloudy. When it's not, we get the camera out and pointed to the skies. We see all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night skies there. We are based in Wiltshire in the UK, just down the road from Stonehenge, but we're right in the heart of crop circle country. So there is lots of interesting things in these skies here, and hopefully you can join us for those ones. And up as well, 2030, the ISS is being wound down, and the wind down has already started. I mean, it makes sense that I did hear that they were tendering for the contract of who is going to de-orbit it, because something of that size, you really don't want to be just going off and re-entering on its own. There was a fantastic animation of what that would look like, the ISS re-entering and burning up, and God, that would be a sight to see that one coming in, because it is so big, so much bigger than than any of the other satellites and things up there. That'd be a phenomenal sight to see. Was it Skylab when that re-entered back in the 70s or the 80s there? Parts of that, even though they tried to get it to ditch in the Indian Ocean, the safest place there. Or is it the Pacific Ocean is the middle of nowhere with it? Bits of it still landed in Australia, and people have chunks of it now. How cool is that, finding a bit of a space station in your garden there? And Kate, what is replacing it now? They haven't, I think, officially decided. There's a few private companies that want to do something. Some of them want to kind of piggyback on the ISS whilst it's up there to build a new space station, and then get rid of the old bit and kind of go from there. But it's still up in the air. These things are very, very expensive, and now we're not very friendly with the Russians there. It's all on the Americans to pay for. The Chinese have gone to their space station up there. Is it Chang'e or something like that? So there is a presence, but yeah, what is going to replace it, having that presence in low Earth orbit there? And Sherry as well, what's the news about the meteors? I'm not sure. What is the news on the meteors at the minute? We've got is it 3I Alice is the comet that's going around, isn't it, going around the back of the sun at the minute. And as far as I can tell, the sources that look interesting enough to me, I think at the second it's looking like a fancy interstellar comet still. It hasn't done this massive cool shift that we were possibly expecting to see there when it came out from the other side. But it's still early days. I'm definitely not the latest up to it there. It's a good question though, because there's so much going on in our local stellar area there, Sherry. So much. In fact, I'm losing track of it all there. Thank you for the like. It's very kind. All of those likes and shares helps us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena so we can all piece this puzzle together there. Callum, Daleks, exterminate. You never know what's going to be out there. Life is probably going to be so diverse, and the ranges of environments that it has developed in, and yeah, just the range of the time scales as well, how much longer some of them may have had to develop. There's different evolutionary pressures. God knows what we could be seeing. You never know, you may get Daleks in Time Launch. Yeah, we might, it is just so vast, the universe, and so varied. You never know what you're going to get there. And I think science fiction as well, we often put it down to entertainment, and there is just an entertainment part of it, but it's also and I didn't realise this until you start paying attention, a lot of it is thought experiments, especially the Star Trek ones there, the Next Generation, stuff like that. It was, well, what would politics look like? What would it look like, planets like this? How would a civilization evolve under these circumstances? And what would that mean when they interact? So these big thought experiments, we write it off as just entertainment there, but actually, science fiction, art and things like that, that's the first phase of identifying what might be interesting, where to look, and then that's when science takes over and starts to do the research to refine what it all is there. But that first thing to realise, to ask to what question it is that you want to ask, I think that's science fiction and the arts there. And Eric, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight? Good to have you in. Thank you for the follow and for the share as well. Do appreciate that. Where are we? Scroll down here. Heart goes in. How you doing, matey? There. And the ISS is going to come down into the Pacific Ocean. I'd definitely be watching. I mean, that'd be phenomenal, wouldn't it? And Harko, thank you for the heart as well. It's very, very kind of you there. Appreciate that. It all goes back into the subs there. Oh, no time today. Sorry. Have a good one. Thank you, Harko, for still popping by, though. Hope you're good, busy there. And Agent X is in the house. MSF as well. Has there been anything significant? So not that I have seen. There's definitely a lot of the rumour and speculation still, and some people claiming certain things here and there. But my measure for these sorts of things, so you've got to remember there's lots of people that have eyes now and access to these scientific equipment there. So I don't think if we were to see something drastic as it comes outside the other side of the sun there, I don't think they would be able to keep something that quiet. I think what they would try to do is come up with a silly reason of why it's justified and why they always expected a comet to act like that. But I'm not even seeing that at the second, and they're all very, very quiet. So that's part of the suspicion there. But yeah, nothing major, I don't think. There, Lego, have you heard anything strange in doing this? So we've seen we haven't seen that clear signal that we would really love, that big spike there and some quite clear message in it there, but they are incredibly rare, only ever having a handful of those ever detected. But there was one on this very frequency that we're searching back in the 1970s called the WOW signal. It's one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal there. So our odds are not bad searching on this frequency because of that. But we have seen some interesting activity in the background. Now, taking that to the next level, what is that interesting activity there? What's causing all those either higher peaks and troughs and things? Is it some sort of celestial event there? I don't know. AJ, hello over on Twitch. How you doing, AJ? I think I missed your questions in time last night. But yeah, what are those things there? And ISS will be replaced by a series of commercial low orbit stations. Have they picked which one yet? I know there's a few people that are floating ideas and stuff, but they tend to float ideas and never know when it'll which ones will work out to there. And is it what? I don't know. Why the sub-gigahertz? So good question. Why are we searching this frequency range out of all of the potential frequencies? Cesium, well, thank you for the gifts, very kind, and it all goes back into the stream. Why the sub-gigahertz there? In fact, why any particular frequency out there? How do we know what aliens are going to use? What channel on the radio dial they're going to? And why would they even use a radio? Maybe they're far more advanced. Maybe they're using some sort of laser or quantum property to communicate there. The reason we search this one here, the hydrogen line, is because it's where scientists theorize we're most likely to hear that message. Out of all of the channels on the radio dial, this is the one that is so very important and useful for radio astronomy and generally learning about the universe. And it's always going to be interesting to listen, to watch this frequency range for those scientific purposes. So, if you ever did want to put a message out there that you wanted to have the highest chance of being heard, this is where you'd put it, because ET would probably have the same scientific curiosities as us, and that is why there. And also in the 70s, this is the place where the infamous WOW signal was detected, one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal. So it's a very good question there, War. And MSF, if it does have any signal, it might not be something we could be picking up. Could be something of drift. You're totally right. There's so many ranges there. So with, say, like free ions, if it was emitting a signal there, there are definitely harder parts of us for the frequency range there to detect. And how many hours have they put those dishes on it? And how strong would that signal be? So maybe they've not looked enough there as well. And Mikkel as well, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. And Techno Viking, Schumann resonance has been active recently, so I keep seeing a little bit about this. I don't know a lot there, but I really want to explore that a little bit more there. This is the natural resonating frequencies of the Earth there, isn't it? That's about all I know of it there. Cadix, the free active. Ooh, I don't know about the there. But it sounds, I mean, I've seen some clips of it, you know, and the differences between it there, but I don't know enough about it. But it does sound well up our street there. And hello again, Cesium. Good to see you in there. And Lego as well. Are you connected to a satellite to get this? So, good question. No, what we do is we've got a very large dish here in my garden, confusing my neighbours, wondering what TV channels I was trying to pick up with this big bad boy there. And it comes in and it's all live, goes into our own radio processing equipment, various filters, amplifiers, and other signal processing bits and bobs are there. So it's all of our own kit here, so we can control where it's pointing and all of that stuff. So currently we're pointing directly south from our position here in Wiltshire in the UK. And we're about a 15-degree inclination up there, pointing to the skies. We currently have a star called Fomalhaut in our dish range there, and it is about 25.13 light years from us. We know of at least one exoplanet in orbit of that star, and if we were to get a signal from that star, it'd take at least 7.10 gigawatts of power to get that signal to us here. And so, but at that range there, the 25 light years, that means that signal would take 25 years to get across. So if they sent it today, now, we would have to wait 25 years. But if they sent a signal just after we were all celebrating the millennium, then we'd be receiving it around now, wouldn't we there? And but that's how we're doing that as well. Okay, have you got another one? I am honestly going to throw my toys out of the pram with this platform. I've had enough of it, and they're messing you guys around as well. Lego as well. How are you connected to this? What program using? So it comes in via the dish, and we use open source software for the first part, that very top line, the wiggly bits at the top there. That is called SDR++, and it's just a radio receiver. They're showing you all of the signals coming in across that frequency range there, and obviously we're focusing around the hydrogen line because that is of interest to us. And then it goes into some proprietary software that we've been working on. So I'm trying to work on my little comment box here as well. Disclosure, hello. Thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
He was getting hungry there. Where was we in the chat? So yeah, and it goes into some proprietary software that we've been toying and making with. And what's happening is directly above us here, the blue or wiggly lines there, that's the same data that you're seeing at the top there, but it is being processed differently there. It's working on averages rather than the individual dynamic peaks there. Like that, you've got the real-time precise at the top, but now we're seeing the averages, and that allows us to see patterns over time there, and that changes colours on various strengths. And we did have a nice little plateau. A few around here were actually peaking, and well, not peaking, but they were a lot taller there. You had a nice little straight ridge there, which was a really interesting feature, and now that's gone. So we can see that information there, and you'll see in a second a red box will come up, and that's micro signal analysis. That is basically analysing any signals that come in, or the background noise if there's nothing else there. Like there we go, looking for signs of patterns, modulation, encoding there, anything like that that could give us a clue that there may be a faint signal that we're not clearly seeing or hearing in amongst all that background noise. Because those distances are so vast, the time any signal reaches us there, it could be so faint that we might not be able to see it so clearly. So we are doing all of that there. But if you join us over on YouTube or Twitch there, we are at The Thing UFO on either of those. First, it's a good backup because TikTok is always having a song about something or other. You can always find us there. But on that part of the screen and that part of the screen there, and behind me, there's all sorts of other stuff, analysis and information going on. So up there, although it's having a bit of a sulk tonight, we're normally analysing the audio waveform there, comparing that signal to past signals there for a match. Up here we've got that star information, so any star in range there you get all the information, and behind me is a live sky map showing us the position of our dish there, what those stars are in range. So yeah, you get to see a little bit more. But when we do our live UFO UAP sky watches, obviously then the horizontal screen really comes into its own, seeing more of the sky and all of the activity there. There you go, there's some footage, and we're based in Wiltshire in the UK, so we're right in the heart of crop circle country and just down the road from Stonehenge. So we're still seeing weird and wonderful things in our skies here. Or we do a moon watch. We did a bit of one yesterday for that, see all the craters, the details, talk about how weird and wonderful it is there. So do give us a follow, make sure you can join us on our quest for evidence of the phenomena there. And oh, I missed a few ones there. Norwegian Steak is in the house. How are you doing there? Andre and Otis, thank you for coming in there. Cesium again there, and Thomas, guys, thank you for all of those, very very kind. So thank you guys for feeding Alan.
Thank you for the alien pets, guys.
Keeping him well fed there, appreciate that. And where are we? Let's get back to the chat there. Tickers is on YouTube as well. Stupid thing won't let you buy any coins. 4 different cards rejected. That is crazy, but don't worry about it, Tickers. We'll get Alan up for you there. where are we? Let me scroll through where we are in the chat now, because I'm a few messages behind there. So that's what we're using to process and understand these signals there. And Thomas as well, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight? That's easy. I'm sure if ET wanted to be heard or not heard, we would be unlikely to... Oh, this damn little chat box here. If it's got 3 lines of text, I cannot read it. Stop scrolling. Where are we? We would be unlikely to alter this. Well, I mean, it depends how advanced they are. This is the thing, and the beauty about radio is it's quite an easy technology. If you think about technological advancement, we've only been really on that uptick for, and a few hundred years, and we developed radio quite early on. It's an easy, relatively efficient technology there. So we're not necessarily just talking about those really, really potentially advanced species that may be able to travel to us as well. The universe is probably going to be populated with many, many different types of civilizations at all sorts of various in their evolutionary journey there. So maybe it's the ones that are at that sort of a mid-range level, around where we are, can't quite travel, but could send a signal there. But I think you're right, those advanced ones, we probably wouldn't be able to do anything about it if they did or didn't want to be heard there. And MSF, would you ever let ChatGPT analyze the signal and see if there's anything micro to perk up? MSF, we're actually doing something along that lines at the minute, so it is using a bit of machine learning to do that analysis there. So it's using various, oh god, what do you call them now? Oh, there's lots of big words of how it analyses and compares, and it does sorts of certain algorithms with it there. But there is an element of machine learning to a lot of that there. And techno, I heard some pinging frequencies that has been heard. Oh, whereabouts? I'd love to hear a bit more of that one. I know generally we've been hearing, there's rumours, isn't there, that actually there is a signal out there coming up, and it was reported, but then squashed down. The BLC1, the Breakthrough Candidate Breakthrough Listen Candidate, 1 signal. And that is meant to be actually from one of our very, very close stellar neighbours there. There you go, it's doing the old micro signal analysis there. Got 2 violations. It's gone off the charts TikTok tonight there. Where are we? In the chat there, under a notice, an A up and Cosmic. Hello guys, good to see you in. Thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
Remember as well, we'll be doing the Ask Alan questioning later. If we do hit 50% of the goal up there, we'll put Alan in his spaceship and he can answer your questions. Let me get back to where we were in the chat. We're nearly there. Doctor Who reference there. And good evening, Andrew and Ed. How are you guys doing tonight? And user 27, do you know the difference between light speed and the speed of sound? I don't know the number, but obviously we know that light speed is much, much faster. That is the speed limit of the universe there, whereas the speed of sound is obviously travelling through like a medium that can be affected there, so it's much, much slower. Like incredibly so. I mean, even light speed is painfully slow at these distances there. And and every one of our posts are now under review. That is, we've been three nights in a row, 3 streams in a row have either been blocked or demonetized. They must have changed the settings and I've not figured out there's a little bit too much there. And Robbie, how you doing? It's good to see you. And Alan as well. Guys, welcome aboard. We're doing an alien radio signal hunt again tonight. We're searching the stars for potential alien radio signals. Hopefully hearing a repeat of the WOW signal. That would be our best case scenario there. So the WOW signal was heard on what's called the hydrogen line, the yellow line at the top of the screen, and that is the best place, scientists theorize, to listen for those alien radio signals coming in there. Where are we there? And up as well this weekend is supposed to be the height of the Taurid meteor shower. Oh, and that is one of the risky ones, isn't it, for us? Like they think that's where maybe the Younger Dryas impact time happened. Then the Tunguska event, I think it was the Taurids, wasn't it? But that could be interesting. Hopefully we'll get some clear skies to do a skywatch there. And Thomas, I'm following from Spain with my Starlink. Man, is Starlink any good? Because we really want to get that here, free up some of that bandwidth there. And welcome from Spain there. CJ, what is SDR? So SDR is software defined radio. So it's basically like your old school analog radio, but then it has the USB connection, so you can actually view it on your computer. You don't need the analog dials there. So it's your old school radio, the analog system coming into the computer for processing and analysis and stuff like that there. Phrase as well, Thomas. And Thomas, again, thank you for the gifts, guys. Very, very kind of you there. It all goes back into the stream, helping us improve what we do. And everyone, thank Andrea and Otis for the treasure box, guys, there. Let me we scroll up on here, this is the worst chat box that everybody has ever made. I wish they would fix it. Where are we? Let's scroll down. CJ, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight? If you are joining us for the first time, say hello. It might take me a second in the chat, but we'll get there. And bingo and A up.
Nom nom nom. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for feeding Alan there. CJ, is this software? So it's the radio, the live radio signals coming in from my dish there, and then they're processed via software there. So obviously you're seeing the software front end of this one. Carl, Cosmic, and Phrase. Thank you.
Nom nom nom. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for feeding Alan. He was starting to iron me up for there. And is this the sound of space? Technically, yes. So space doesn't actually have a sound because it's a vacuum, or a very near vacuum. So there's not anything for those sound particles to vibrate across and get that sound to you. If there was, we'd be deafened by the sound of the sun. But technically, yes, it's the sound of space. If I turn the music down and shut up, that is called the cosmic microwave background, and they think that is the leftover radio frequencies, radio waves there from the Big Bang. I'm strong there. Right. Where is that one there? I need to have some more little scrolly window space here. Ross, good evening. How are you doing there? And Cosmic is in the house. MSF. It'd be interesting to ask ChatGPT to randomly create a monitor unknown frequencies. But yeah, I mean, I would love to integrate a bit more of that. We are working on a version of this, what you're seeing now, that you guys will be able to log into there. So you'll have a web address, you can go in and therefore monitor it even when the stream isn't on there, and basically kind of go, oh, this is an interesting bit, and save the clips, then we can review it later and stuff like that. It's a bit complicated, but we're working on it to give you guys access to that. Oh, you're at strike 5, not strong. Where are we? Let me scroll over there. Sound does not travel in. You're right, there's nothing for it to vibrate through, basically. And that's why it is silent in space. Ajax, I've only to breathe today and it's really crazy at the minute there. And CJ, what software? So the top bit, that very top bar here, I don't have my cursor, where is it? There it is. This top section here is SDR++, and this bit down here, and the bits you can't see off the left and right of the screen over on TikTok, that is our own proprietary software that we're making. Hence why the audio analysis that's happening just up there has just had a sulk today and it's not working there. But if you join us over on YouTube or Twitch, we're at The Thing UFO. You can see all of the screen, all of the data being processed, and lots of other things going on there. Plus, it's always a good little backup home in case TikTok, so we're talking about having another sulk with us now. Ross, is the speed of dark faster than the speed of light? Oh, you know what? I've never thought about that one. So dark is the baseline, isn't it? And then light changes it there. That's why it has the speed. And Andrew Notice, loving the stickers there for you, Alan. Tickers A2, the blue fuzzy line is the hydrogen line, and the sound you hear is the sound of the universe. Yeah, basically, yeah, it's the sound of those radio waves coming through there. It's the hydrogen line. That's the reason we searched that one, that yellow line right at the top of the screen there, is because that is the place, the channel, out of all of the thousands of channels on the radio dial, that scientists theorise we are most likely to hear the hello as anybody else out there message, just like the wow signal from back in the 1970s there, one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal. Now do give us a follow, because we do this basically every night. When it's cloudy, we're doing the alien radio signal hunt. When it's not cloudy, we're doing a live UFO, UAP, skywatch. See all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night sky over Wiltshire here. We're right in the heart of crop circle country there, and we want you to join us on that little quest for evidence, and say hello in the chat though. Where are we in the others there? And Ajax, apologies, get sent to Mars violating. That's what they'll be doing next, won't it? There, Andre Notice and Marcus again, thank you for the extra gifts. That's very kind, you guys. Where are we in there? Always jumping ahead on me here. And this tiny little chat box they give you. I will get round to the messages. Takes me a second. Jojo, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight? Hello, Fraser, as well. Good to see you in there. I do explain a video. At some point I will do a little that and a little equipment behind the scenes as well. There, and TT, welcome aboard. Good to have you in. Oh, was it? Oh, the treasure box from A-Up. Oh, my little message came up wrong then. There, but everybody thank A-Up for the treasure box. There, and CJ, hiya. Are you still Vegas way? Excellent. lots of activity there. And Thomas, Starlink is pretty good. I get the average speed of 350 to 400, up and down 40. Wow, that is a lot better than we are getting here. If only I could afford it. Definitely sort out some of our connection issues, I think. Much better than we got with our wide connection here in the middle of the country there. And Marcus and Mikhail and Tick, thank you for the gifts, guys. Very kind. Said it all goes back into the stream, helps improve what we do. But Marcus as well.
Nom nom nom, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you for feeding Alan. Let me scroll all the way back up to where I was in the chat. It takes me a second to get to there, because this little text box is tiny, but I want to read all of your messages there. Where are we then? Up as well. No, I've done that one. Kate, I got away with that one. Oh yeah, your TikTok is just being weird tonight. There, CJ, is it expensive to get the equipment? Is it ham? Basically, it's ham equipment. Yeah, it's mid-range expensive, so it's not like you want to buy the latest sort of like Sony video camera, with the highest resolution that cost you £1,000. It's in the hundreds rather than thousands to do something like this. But like with everything, there's always more money you can spend to get better equipment. And with this, the more sensitive the equipment is, basically the higher chance you have of hearing those fainter signals. That's the real big barrier with something like this, is those signals are probably going to be very, very quiet by the time that they reach here. So, you need to have very sensitive equipment and the largest dish you can fit, basically, to give yourself the best chance of hearing those things there. Paul, imagine how loud a supernova would be without a vacuum. Oh my god, I couldn't even get my head around that one. Good to see you there, Alan. And Grumpy, super interesting. First time here. Have you ever caught anything? Grumpy, sorry it's taken me so long to get around it. Welcome aboard. So, we haven't ourselves caught the clear signal yet. These signals are very, very rare indeed. There's only ever been a good handful of candidate radio signals. So it's very rare, but they can appear at any moment. So the longer we do it for, our statistical chances go up, and they'll only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds. So we really have to be paying attention for that spike to appear. Now, back in the 1970s, one of the best, strongest candidate as an alien radio signal, the WOW signal, was detected right where that yellow line is at the top of the screen. So our odds are not too bad, because there has been that previous there. We're not just picking any random frequency in any random patch of the sky. We are listening for something that has been there before there. James, any activity yet? We had a little bit earlier. The background was playing up again a little bit earlier. It's settled down now. But we'll see there. How you doing though, James? Kate, no interference on the side. There was a little bit earlier, just about here, if you're on TikTok, right above my finger, we had the plateau was back, and now it's gone again. So I'm not sure what that's related to there. And Thomas, have you ever caught any signals with any meaning? Well, I mean, that's an interesting one. With any meaning there, well, like the chance, if we did even get that really clear signal there, that would, if it was clear enough, it would tell us that it is a technological signal, not an organic one, because nature makes a lot of radio signals there. But we might not be able to decode it, even if we were confident it was coming from another star, and it was clearly technological in nature there. We don't know what the meaning may necessarily be there, because we don't know, it's very unlikely that they would use the same modulation, and processing that we use for like FM or AM there, so we probably wouldn't get a voice through. We'd probably just get a lot of bleeps and bloops, and then we'd have to try and figure out how to decipher that. But that would be well above, I think, our pay grade there, trying to figure that out. But for us, the exciting bit would just be to get a confirmed signal there, because they are so rare. It's not like UFO sightings. They're cool, and we get a lot of those when we're doing our live UFO skywatches, but they're quite common. And a lot of people can fake that sort of stuff with AI and things nowadays. But these are so rare. So it would be a front page news jobby if we got that clear signal. For all of us can be able to claim to be there at the time and discovering it there. And laugh, hello, because you're very passionate. Can you do live? Oh my god, where's it gone? Sorry, scrolling ahead there on me, so I can't find it there. Oh, thank you there, laugh. That's very kind of you there. Where are you joining us from tonight for laugh? And Grumpy as well, thank you for the follow. The dark is always present, the light interrupts it. Maybe a dark is instant travel. Maybe. I don't, trying to get my head around these things there, because light is made up of photons, isn't it, there? So they are actual particles that travel, and apparently don't experience time. Don't ask me how. I don't understand that. but apparently they don't there. And Base Wizard, welcome aboard. How are you doing tonight there? Truth Teller as well, coming with the shares. It is those shares, those likes, you guys tapping away, that helps us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves, getting more open-minded, intelligent people, looking at the problem, coming up with ideas, questioning what we're seeing as well there, having that healthy balance is really important. And hopefully we can all learn a bit more about our universe there and our place within it and how it all works there. Tick Tick Boom as well, thank you for the heart, very kind. Explaining where's my contact. I'm fighting with the chat box tonight. It seems to have gone a little bit funny. I'm trying to, it keeps jumping. It's like I can see one message at a time and then it wants to shoot ahead like it just does that, so I have to scroll back up. I can see one at a time, and on the scroll wheel, like each click is just perfectly misaligned. So if there's like a free lined message for me, I can see the top line, I can see the bottom line, but I'm not allowed to see the middle line. I've not quite figured that a bit out yet. I have got my contacts in for once, though. Hey, good evening, John. How are you doing there as well? And Cosmic, I'm still dumbfounded about NASA's reply to Kim Kardashian, but quiet to everyone else on that match. I saw that, yeah, was it the head of NASA made the effort to reply to Kim Kardashian there, but didn't have the resources because of the shutdown to actually talk about Three Eye Atlas, the thing that everybody's interested in at the minute there. Talk about priorities, guys. Kate coming in with the shares and loving the stickers there, Andrea, I notice. Chat nightmares ahead. I'm head over to another platform. Gonna be a TikTok refugee over on YouTube or Twitch there. And Jamie, hello. Where are you joining from tonight? Guys, if you are new, give us a follow. I said we do sound like this every night. But say hello as well and let us know where you're joining us from. And how do you feel about the phenomena? Are we all alone out there? Is what we're doing pointless but curious? Or is ET out there, but maybe the distances are far too vast for them to send a message or to visit us? Or are you on the other side there? Do you think that life is out there, abundant even, and probably visiting us there? Where do you sit on that needle there? And Jamie, hey, do you listen to this frequency, or are you into radios? I'm in the UK, Staffordshire, so we basically just listen to this frequency. I'm curious about the rest of it, but I'm not CB or ham. Definitely coming from this point of view, and then learning about the radio sort of afterwards here. So our equipment and everything is actually tuned, our whole signal chain there, to help us with this particular frequency range, because it is so interesting for those scientific, the radio scientific purposes there, for learning about the universe. You're not allowed to transmit on it, which again really helps us in this SETI search, because we're unlikely to be picking up my Wi-Fi router or a satellite passing by there, so it helps any candidates we get then. And on top of that, the fact that the WOW signal was heard at this frequency range before, and it's where scientists would expect there. That's why we're hyper focused on this range as well. But we are curious about the other radio stuff. 1.6 is also of interest to the phenomena. There is a lot of reports of communications and things with actual UFOs around that frequency range. So I'd be curious to try that one. The downside that we have there again is because that one is like most of the frequency spectrum is used for other things. If we were to get a signal on 1.6, unless we had like a visual sighting to correlate it with, we wouldn't know if it was just somebody using a satellite phone or some other piece of equipment like that. Oh, the micro-analysis is going up there. And Andrea, how can we improve the signal strength? So, Andrea, that's actually down to them. So, excuse me, we can, well, actually, I say that's a lie. We do have amplifiers and filters, so when that signal comes in, our little system is designed to filter out the signal ranges we don't want and then boost the signals of the other ones. We are amplifying it a bit. We basically need more expensive equipment to kind of help with that as well, which we are working on. I'm talking with the manufacturers at the minute to see if they will they'll help us out to do a little joint stream thing here, so we'll see if we can improve those odds. But the other way of doing it is by having them shout louder if they can turn their transmission power up, but obviously we can't ask them to do that. But it's a good point, yeah, how can we improve it? The other way as well is by getting a larger dish. Now, I think I've got just about as big a one I can fit in the garden at the minute here, but yeah, a larger dish would be a way of doing that. But it's basically equivalent of having like a bigger ear. You're going to get more of those sounds in there. And Kate is a refugee over on YouTube there. But hey, you've got the full screen view there. Guys, if you do, in fact, tell you what, just do us a favour. Let's just go straight out with it. Do us a favour. Give us a sub on YouTube there, or Twitch, depending which one, or both. Is your favourite there, because we don't trust TikTok. It's always having a sulk, and that way you'll always be able to find us over there. But on more than that, you get to see more of the screen. So guys, you're seeing the vertical view here, so you see basically the middle section, but there's a whole panel there and a whole panel there. You get to see behind us here the live sky map, which shows you what stars are nearby and in range of our dish, and the big little target symbol there, so you can see them up here. You have waveform analysis, and that is the actual audio coming through from the signal that we're hearing now being processed and compared to past signals there, like the wow signal. And then up here you've got the information on the stars. So currently we've got a star in range called Fomalhaut, and it's 25.13 light years away, and it's got 1 exoplanet. So that's a planet that we know of in orbit of that star there. So hey, that could be inhabited, and it could be sending us a signal, but it is in range. It's just about to leave the range, and then we'll have another star come in called Diftar, and if I remember correctly, it's about 93 light years away from us there. So that's how we do it then, Jimmy. Awesome. I've just got into ham. I have listened to this frequency for a while on another system. Jammy, excellent. Hey, I mean, if you've got any tips, especially as you experience Jammy's over. Oh, you're over on Twitch as well. Hello. Yeah, if you've got any experience as you go on your little ham journey there that you think can help us refine that, I'm all ears. We love to kind of get crowdsource everybody's knowledge and experience there to help improve what we're doing there, because that's not an area that I'm too knowledgeable on. At the second there, and Tick as well. Would this pick up solar flares? They're picking up at the moment. Now, somebody mentioned this yesterday, and I don't know what ranges they come on. Maybe somebody can Google that and tell us what sort of frequency range they're like to come in on. In theory, probably, because that might have been a reason why we're seeing all of that background activity over the last few days. Not yesterday, it got quiet, but previous to that, we were seeing this really weird activity in the background noise there, which again, because it's the background, it may well be organic, but it still could be interesting there. It would be cool. I have some ideas around that, Andrea, as well. I have some ideas around a bigger dish, but I'm finding the time at the minute. So hopefully, this is the goal, that we're always improving our ability to see and hear more of the phenomena there, and then, as we say, together we'll get that evidence there. And AAP as well, 1.6 is really regular occurring signal that's received at Skinwall. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff going on there, don't they? Not just in that area, but what else? I mean, the radio frequencies as well, they've got a lot of electromagnetic, which is basically everything going on there. What was the one I saw the other day, and I was actually like, that is really interesting. That was going on there, but they see a lot of the 1.6 stuff, weird signals coming through there. Exactly, wouldn't that be cool? And I think the other, one total amazing future step would be if we could build up a little crew of us that were interested in doing this. So you can actually do something what's called an array, and they do this with the big telescopes as well. So rather than having one absolutely bloody massive dish, they have lots of little ones, and they tie them together, and therefore they kind of act, even though there's gaps in between them, and sometimes those gaps are quite large. They're many miles. You can actually then technically make a dish of that size by pairing them all together. Now, wouldn't that be cool if a handful of you guys all over the country or internationally had those dishes? We create a little network together that could work as an array. It'd be very, very far into the future to figure out the tracking and orientation and stuff, but doesn't that be cool there? Because then we'd have a bigger dish to hear more and more. Then, Jack, any news about Free Atlas? Just saw it live. Hiya, Jack. Sadly, not really. In fact, anything I'm seeing at the minute is more like the lack of news, but in two ways. The lack of official news is a bit suspect, but then we're starting to get more of the mainstream science communicators coming out going, yeah, it's nothing. It's not that they're saying there's nothing to, because I don't trust them if they say it's not aliens. They're biased. But what they are talking about is all, at the minute now, is coming out as being more expected. And so that translates to me as, well, they're not making excuses. There probably isn't anything to look at there. But you never know, though. Waiting to do your foundation license. Excellent. So we don't transmit, so we get away with that here. But we would love to, and I think it probably goes against all of the ham policies there, to be doing SETI signals with your own radio. But we'd love to do, not that we'd have a decent signal strength, but we'd love to actually do a little bit of a transmission side of this. So guys, if you are just joining us, we are searching the hydrogen line there. That is the frequency that scientists theorize that aliens, if they're out there, will be most likely to put the hello as anybody else out there message. And in the 1970s, they may have done just that. That yellow line at the top of the screen there, that is the hydrogen line there, right where we heard the infamous wow signal, one of our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal ever detected there. So that's what we're doing tonight there. Tinchit Skinwalker Ranch, I think. I can't remember. I watched an episode the other night, and I'm normally a bit, this is interesting, but it's TV, so I'm always a bit on the fence with TV. Do they like sex it up basically or anything like that? And there was something though that did really pique my interest. I need to learn a little bit more about that. Hello. Oh, Ed as well. Thank you for the heart. It's very kind of you. Jamie as well. Same with Ham. They use repeaters to widen the distance. It would be awesome. The science of radio. I mean, I barely get my head around a little bit of it there, but it is so fascinating there. Have you heard about the long delay echo phenomena? Now, that's another area that I think can tie in with our SETI, with our aliens there. The idea that there are these random echoes that we don't know where they come from within the radio world, and they don't fit any known explanation there. Ed, what's good? Big man, hello. We're good. We're with all of you guys. Searching again. How are you doing, Ed, though? What have you been up to? Marcus as well. Sorry, I'm new to this. What's the Skinwalker Ranch? No worries, Marcus. So Skinwalker Ranch is it's two things. It's a place and it's a TV show. So there's this old ranch out in, is it Idaho? Idaho. I want to say Idaho. There, anyway, out in America somewhere, and it had a long history of like weird, paranormal, strange activity there. You name it, like hence the name Skinwalkers. There, and yeah, there's a long history of that, cattle mutilations and things like that. And it was purchased in the 90s by one of the big aerospace contractors, as a Bigelow Aerospace, for paranormal research, officially funded by the US government, looking into all of the strange phenomena there. And they had it for about 10 years doing their research, but the research wasn't released. Now, they sold it on recently to a private chap, and now he's doing a TV show doing their own research on the site, and they keep coming up with some very, very interesting things there. I think it's on History over here in the UK, History Channel, I think. And guys, Skinwalker Ranch say the 1.6 is reserved for communication between Earth and space. It is, so yeah, it is. It's I think it's the old basically ground-to-air communication range there. So it's reserved, that's our technology range there. The Iridium satellites used that frequency range there. So all of our actual radio spectrum is chunked up. So like, you know, you've got your FM where you listen. If you imagine your radio dial, your old ones in the car, or this line that we're seeing at the top of the screen there, it's actually absolutely massive, but they give certain bits, this number to this number, for certain technologies and organisations and things there. So your FM radio is a chunk, and then all of your channels will be in that bit. Your AM radio as well, all of your ham radio, hobbyist communications there, air traffic, marine communication there. Satellite has its own chunk, its own band there. The mobile phone networks get different chunks and things like that there. So there's, they're all used for different things and apportioned for different stuff there. And that's what's difficult when we're doing anything like this, is that the radio spectrum, because it's finite, it's limited there, it's very, very busy. Lots of things could be coming through and using all of those frequencies and stuff like that. But that is why this bit is of interest. Really, really important here is that this bit you're not allowed to transmit on. I think it's, as far as I know, it's the only bit that you can't, because it's so useful for listening only, and they don't want those signals getting in the way of our astronomical purposes there. Exploring the galaxy. Where are we in the thing? I missed my place in the chat. Where are we? Nearly there, guys. Let's scroll down there. You can listen to ham without a license, yes, but it'd be good to see how far I can reach with the ISS is possible. So they do say this actually, when the ISS passes over, if the it has a repeater on it, so you can actually broadcast your signal and then it'll bounce it off to the other side of the world, because it's so high up. It's how satellite comms work. But they also actually have a frequency where you can try your luck, and if the astronauts are on break and they feel like it, they can reply to you there. It's kind of like the gold standard, isn't it? Tick box for the ham radio enthusiast there to get the old talking to you. Now, when the ISS does go over, it's a phenomenal sight, because when we're doing our live skywatches there, we catch it. It's so big and bright and fast there. And how you doing, Paul? Good to see you there as well. Great explanation. Just about, Andrea. I'm struggling today. Google it. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one there. Bigelow has sealed his findings of Skinwalker Ranch for 100 years. I mean, I imagine that's because they were paid for by the old US government. But as part of that, is it ORSAP? Was that the program that was funded? Part of that program was meant to actually get Bigelow some crash retrieval material. It was meant to be transferred to him for study there. But it didn't go through. The CIA stepped in apparently and stopped them from doing it, because it wasn't one of the old school contractors there. And all Private Tomcat, how you doing tonight? Good to see you in over there on YouTube. High frequency, very high frequency, and ultra high frequency. And what's EHF then? What's E? Extra high frequency. Then you have low frequencies. I can't get my head around half of it. Tick as well. Weird fact: you age slower on the ISS than you do on Earth. So you do. That's relativity, isn't it? It's ever so slightly, isn't it? But it's an interesting phenomenon there. You know that time isn't consistent wherever you are. There, time is more like weather. It changes due to the sort of the local factors there. But if you're travelling fast there, like you are travelling faster on the ISS in orbit, there, you're experiencing time slower. So if you had, they've done this with atomic clocks, one on Earth, one in orbit there, and there's a very slight difference, and they have to account for that with the old GPS satellites. But that's what they do with the old colliders, the particle colliders, like so the Large Hadron Collider. And I didn't know what they were really trying to do with that, but they're actually using that principle of relativity. That is, if you're going faster, that you'll experience, or the people that are going slower will experience you for longer, basically there. So what they do is they speed up these really rare particles that are actually so, well, lack of a word, unstable, but they're very delicate. They only last, they've got very, very short lifespans, so like fractions, thousandths of a second they can create these very exotic particles. But they're so short-lived, you can't really do anything with it. So they speed them up in the particle accelerator there. They spin out so fast, as close as we can get to the speed of light, which it really isn't that close at all. But because then that particle is going so fast, the particle still for itself only lasts that fraction of a second, but for the scientists who are not being sped up in the particle accelerator there, the lifespan of the particle is extended so they can study it for longer. So that's amazing, isn't it? Using things like relativity there for our own scientific purposes there. And boy, you need to watch Paranormal Declassified on D-Max. I don't have D-Max. Paranormal Declassified. Somebody add that to our watch list, because I do need to do a deep dive on some of these things here. Sounds good there. And Amanda, newbie here. What is this? Hello, Amanda. Welcome aboard. So we are doing an alien radio signal hunt here. What you're looking at now is basically radio signals coming in from amongst the stars. We've got a very large dish out there, and as the Earth rotates, that dish will sweep across the night sky, passing over various stars. Hopefully one will have a planet that is inhabited and sending us a signal. We don't know when they're going to be transmitting that signal. We don't know which stars have life and may be sending it, so it's a bit of an odds game. But if we do see a signal, it'll be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds, because that is how long, as the Earth rotates there, the dish will be over a target star. We'll see a nice clear spike, hopefully around that yellow line at the top of the screen. Now we're searching on a frequency or a channel on the radio dial called the hydrogen line, and that is the channel that scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the "hello, is anybody else out there" message, just like we did in the 1970s with the WOW signal. It's such a strong candidate as a potential alien radio signal there, and it's right at that yellow line at the top of the screen. And the other bits are various layers of analysis for those signals as they come in. This is a good question there. And Paul, and I think they're filming another series of Skinwalker. I imagine they would be. I think they've probably got quite a tight fan base there as well. No worries, Amanda. Guys, if you have any questions, there are no silly questions here at all. It's all about learning and understanding, and I don't actually know that much, but what will happen is somebody in the chat will know. We all get to stretch the old grey matter there a bit as well, so ask away. You'll be doing somebody else a favour, because if you've got that question, somebody else definitely will as well in the chat there. And Kate as well, who are the silent skywatchers? Oh, that's a good point. Who are the silent skywatchers? I've not heard of them. Or do you just mean the lurkers in the chat? Extremely high frequency. There we go. Oh, it's close. We'd get in there. This is it. How we learn. They're not that I remember. It'll go in front of it out the hour there. And Shepsy says there, yeah, do like to answer any questions there. And again, there are no silly questions. Some people, they don't teach you a lot, do they, in school about all of this stuff there as well. So honestly, I mean, we've had some very, very basic questions, but that's a good thing that people are asking them, because everybody starts at different levels. And if we can get everybody just a bit more aware of what's going on, how it all works, I think then, we can all come together there. So you'd never be afraid to ask anything. I started chatting with someone today who works at Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, I bet they've got some stories. Have they got anything that it's too salacious to put on air? Anything like that? The lurkers, definitely. There we go. Evening, Raph, as well. How are you doing? Which pie did you have tonight? Let me find where I am in the order chat. There, scrolling through them. Oh, Ticker's Alan. He's not been on screen for a minute, has he, Alan? the red line is very calm this evening. Hey up, you are right. Last couple of nights we've not had our companion signal, so we were getting a regular signal coming in just to the left of that red line at the top of the screen there. Now it wasn't interesting for us from the alien point of view because it'd been with us quite consistently. In fact, it was so consistent and so thin and precise that we thought it was sort of electronic interference there, and it isn't in the right place either. But it's gone the last couple of days. Now I think there was a trace of it earlier because we were starting to see it in this middle layer here. It's like kind of averaging it out. You could start to see the little plateau there, but we didn't see it visually at the top, which was very interesting there, Ayup. And as well, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight there? Andrea starts the 26th of November and then finishes at Christmas. Oh. Amanda deserves to meet Alan. Oh, I'm sure she will. In fact, Alan,
Remember to join our Discord. Link in our TikTok bio.
thank you, Alan. Yeah, do join us over on Discord as well. So it's a good little community app there. We've got our personal experiences section, which you guys are filling up with really awesome first-hand accounts of the phenomena, images and videos too. You can add yours, or you can just read through what the community's put in there. We've got a really cool interesting things section, so and a 3i Atlas section, where mainly ARP is putting in loads about 3i Atlas to give you all of the latest news and things that are going around about it as well there. So yeah, there's lots of stuff going on there. We also do an alien themed movie club once a month, so we're voting now, guys. The vote is up at the minute in the movie club tab on Discord there, voting for next month alien themed movie, in which point last Friday of the month at 10 PM UK time we'll be watching that film that we pick there all together and chatting along in Discord there. It's a chat platform. I thought you got on there, Agent. I swear you did, pretending you don't know there. Hello, Maya, over on YouTube. How are you doing? So yeah, we're voting for the next movie club. What are the movies there, guys, for movie night? What were the selections that we put in? Oh God, I haven't been on movie club. There we go. Right. Oh, we've got a few votes in. So it's either Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and that's on Amazon Prime, so you'll have to have that to watch it. Same with The Thing, the 1982 version. That's also on Amazon Prime. Or E.T. on Netflix. Now, we're going for the classics this month. We're going to see which one you want to. So go over there, vote, and then we'll all be watching that one together. So last Friday of the month there. I'm so jealous. Going to Skinwalker is an absolute dream. Oh my God, could you imagine? In fact, could you imagine me there? No, full on Scooby-Doo there. Wouldn't work out well. He's being pedantic. Never there. Simple late one tonight. Yeah, so we used to actually be a lot later because we were trying to do it for clear skies. So we would be like 11:30 PM when it got dark in the summer. But yeah, so we're going to be doing 8 till 10 tonight. That is normally the range that we try to aim for. We have done a few earlier ones trying to catch the satellites just as it gets dark though. But yeah, we'll be up for a bit. Probably, how long are we on now? Probably another hour or so there. Jane over on Twitch, how you doing? Good to see you in. Have I caught up over there? I have caught up over. I've caught up on TikTok there. Need to Looper, but I haven't seen that in years. But for some reason, I was thinking about that film the other night. I've only remember a handful of scenes from it, but it was in my head the other night there. No, we shouldn't. Well, we should be on TikTok there, man. It should be working. We've got a few people on TikTok. Might need to be refreshed there. And Kate, it's very busy tonight. It's not even that busy. Not how it was in the summer. It does keep dishing out, doesn't it, on the old violations there. It's a total pain. Where are we there? I had free for saying you need a cold coffee. Yeah, honestly, as Kate said, who is it? I think about 5 of our lot are having issues with it, and that's that I know about, the people that bother to say that it's having issues. And then we got the free strikes as well. It seems to be all going off on TikTok at the minute there. Mark as well, hello, how you doing there? And Joseph's in the house, how you doing, Joseph there? Any news on 3i? Not yet, mate, not yet. Hopefully though, we should be starting to get some more clarification on that soon. And Terrace, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight there? Oh, you couldn't see us. It's probably hiding us. It's probably hiding us because yeah, he's been banning us and doing all sorts of weird things lately there. Oh, they don't listen to you. It's all automated ticks. You can raise complaints, but they never do it there. You're violation number 7 today. Thank you for the heart there, man. That's very, very kind. Yeah, so guys, if you're not already over on YouTube or Twitch there, do give us a follow or a subscribe, whatever it is over there on your platform of choice. Because, as we say, TikTok always throws a sulk every now and again, and you can always meet us over there. But you also get that horizontal view of the sky, which is particularly useful for the sky watches. Seeing more of those things are flying around up there, and also the extra layers of analysis that are going on off of the screen that you guys can't see. Difter is almost about to come in range. Is Fomalhaut? No, Fomalhaut is left now, and these are only close by stars. They're still actually probably millions, or if not more, stars in our range, but they're just a little bit further away. So we only have the local neighbourhood ones, the ones you can normally see with your eye, that come up on our little tracker there. We've got 3 seconds. Honestly, the stream got ended twice for suspicious behaviour, and the suspicious behaviour was our internet kept cutting out, and then it was demonetised last night for stuff, and then you guys keep getting all that stuff and loving the old stickers there, Janie, feeding Alan. So it's a bit of a soak there. It doesn't have any effect on the account, but it tanks the it does, yeah. It's such a frustrating platform there. And Free Hat Atlas will be going past and orbiting the probe past Jupiter, so we may get all data before that. You're very right there. So we still, even as it leaves our solar system here, or not quite leaves it, but past all the major planets there, we're going to have that other opportunity. As long as they're still not on a bloody shutdown or whatever that excuse may be there. And Kyra as well, thank you for the follow. Where are you joining us from tonight there? So if you're not following us already, guys, do make sure you give us a follow, because we do a live alien radio signal hunt, and just like this, every night that it's cloudy. If it's not cloudy, we get the camera out, we're pointing it to the sky there. There's some footage seeing all the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night skies over Wiltshire, here right in the heart of crop circle country. If the moon is up as it was last night, we do a live moon stream there, so the craters, the details, and talk about how weird it is. And we want you to join us over there for that little adventure. I've been in the RF camp today taking pictures of pilots. Oh, yeah, I saw those pictures. That was so cool. That looked like really close. Like, how loud was that, being that close there? Just got another TikTok message saying, my order is ready and you never bought anything. Oh, that's a little bit suspect. Oh, look, we're doing some micro signal analysis there. So what's going to happen, what you're seeing on the screen now, guys, is the very top section. In fact, let me get my cursor over there to see if you can see that. All right, there you go. This top section here is the SDR display. It's your radio dial that you'd have in your car there, but all these little waves coming through here. They're all of the live signals coming in across all of the different channels, the different frequencies there. But this background level here, that's kind of like the old static on the old TVs there. It's the cosmic microwave background there, the background noise in radio of the universe. We're interested in this line here, the hydrogen line. This is the frequency range of real interest for us there. Now we come down to this middle section here. This is the signal analysis section, so it's taking that information there, but rather than doing it in that precise ziggy-zaggies there, seeing every peak, every trough, every variation, which is useful, this displays it in averages. So this is why it's not as active, but you get to see patterns that you don't get to see over time, and it has been very interesting. And also the colours change. If it gets any higher, it goes orange. Higher than that, it goes red there, and triggers the analysis layer. This comes in every now and again, or if there is a signal, it'll come in, but it's also looking in this background across this frequency range of interest. It is looking for any signs that in amongst all of that background noise here, is there a faint signal there? So you can imagine like it's if you're in a crowded room there, and you can hear lots of conversations going off, lots of music and things. So you know that people are having conversation, words are being spoken, but you can't quite make them out because of all of that background noise. It's kind of doing that. It's kind of going, did I catch a bit of a word there? Is there a sign that isn't just the background radio of the universe? Is there a little faint frequency coming in, trying to push through over these vast distances? And then directly behind me here, again, you can't see it on TikTok, but over on the YouTube and Twitch, you can see basically the sky view, the southern horizon there from where we are, and it's live, and it shows you our dish's radius there, and it shows you like what stars are in range and what they're coming in. And then over above here, you can't see it on TikTok, but that is the information about the stars that are in target there. Gives you how far away they are in light years, how much power a signal would need if we was getting a signal from there, and also do we know of any planets in orbit around those stars. And up there, that is having a sulk today, but normally that is processing the sound, the audio from this waveform there, the potential signal, the message within it there, and comparing that to, say, the wow signal, but also other past potential alien radio signals. That's what's going on the screen here tonight. Let me have a look. Scrolling up. I felt like Top Gun the movie. I hope you dressed up with the aviators as well there. Ear protectors are very good. Mr. All Happy, we are all happy here. We're in a little happy place here. We're searching for evidence of extraterrestrial life. We're not waiting for other people to do it for us. We're all hanging out together here, doing the work ourselves here, hopefully getting closer to that hard evidence there. Though some of you guys have already got that experiences yourself. Those very amazing ones. We want to hear about them as well there. And Jamie, what got you into SETI? Good question. I've always liked mysteries. I like to know why. With everything, absolutely everything. Why? What's the reason behind it? And yeah, it's another big question mark, isn't it? Is there anybody out there? Are we alone? So yeah, just compelled to have a look, really. How about yourself? Has that been a curiosity for a while there? The men in uniform, there we go. That's the way around it there. And disclosure, what moves up for the end of the month? What movies are up for the end of the month? So we've got E.T., that's the Netflix one, and we've got Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that is on Prime, if you need that one, and what was it? It was Movie Club, so it's going to be Friday the 28th of November at 10 p.m. So Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Amazon Prime, The Thing, 1982, Amazon Prime, and E.T. is going to be on Netflix there. So what results have we got in at the minute? Oh, it's E.T.'s a winner. It's always the box office ones with you guys, isn't it? But the others are not doing too badly there. It's only E.T. ever so slightly. In fact, I haven't voted yet. I'm going to vote. I can't vote. I can't vote on my own poll. That's ridiculous. Go back to vote. There we go. There we go. I voted on my own poll. So there we go there. But you need to make sure you've got access to the platforms that is on there. Tickers, Disclosure, The Thing, E.T. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Oh, that's a good point. You mentioned Disclosure. So is it The Age of Disclosure is the movie? When that's coming out, it's going to be, I think it's going to be in November, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime. It's going to be a buy, but we are going to do, I think, a watch along when that comes out. Try and align that one for an evening of the day it comes out, and we do a special extra movie club night. Again, you'll have to pay yourself for the film to watch it there, but it's such, I think, going to be an interesting one for our little community that I think we've all got to put a special movie club tonight. The Thing, I think, is very, very fitting, isn't it, Cosmic? Is that going to be where your vote goes there? Tickers, you don't have Prime or Netflix, not yet, but maybe by then. You'll have to come round. You can have popcorn with Alan. There, Jamie, how big is the dish you have, and how long have you been doing this? So we've not been doing this long at all. I think we started this part of the stream like mid-July. So we actually started off doing skywatches, so camera up to the sky, looking at the stars and all the things flying around there. But British weather getting in the way, we needed something else to do. And then it's trying to figure out if this is possible with equipment that you can get at home. So, that's what we've been doing, slowly upgrading the equipment. The dish that we've got, so it's a parabolic mesh antenna. It's a bit bigger than my arm's range there, so it's a couple of meters, I think. It's been a little while since I mounted it on my roof. Where are we? There. I need to add the Thor to the movie list. You know what? I don't think the Thor's on there, but you came up with that good suggestion before, Agent X. What is it? Charlie Sheen's The Arrival. That one. That was actually good, and that was about this sort of thing here. So if you've seen The Arrival there, or if you've seen Contact, and there's another film, it's basically about what we're doing now. It's the listening out there for those signals. And where are we in here? And Wayfind, hello, a free eye was apparently a comet based on one factor. I'm not buying it. I mean, I'm mixed with it. Like, I'm definitely not a hard either way, but I don't think it's done anything obvious to red flag it. It's done anomalous things, but obviously it's coming from a place that is probably very different to ours, so there is that overlap of possibility there and what is a plausible argument. So I think for me, I was waiting for it to do something totally unexplainable there, but tell you Wayfind, what does make me question that is the convenient timing of the radio silence across all of the international, bodies responsible, and the continued silence for it. That does make me think that maybe there is a little something sus going on there. Maybe there was something that they did notice, and it was something that was quite subtle that only their complicated and expensive instruments could detect. It was that national agency level there, and not the independents, the mid-range there, that they are keeping a secret from us there. But I don't think I've seen anything that does my alarm bells for that one. And always said this the whole time, Oumuamua for me was the more interesting one. That displayed, was it the non-gravitational acceleration there, but without the cometary outgassing. That was the really strange there. It has propulsion from no obvious means of propulsion there. That for me was the big question mark there. Jemmy from Staffordshire, I like it there, lovely part of the world. And you got a fault there, Mayor. I'm coming in with the hashtags. Guys, it's those hashtags, those likes, those shares, you guys tapping away. That does help us reach more and more like-minded people. They're getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena there. Helping us all piece this puzzle together there. And over on the YouTube there, says... Raph as well, still waiting for this bloody Bob Lazar film. Yeah, me too. I think that's going to be another good one there. So what are they calling? Is it Bob Lazar, the S4 story or something like that there? But that's going to have the 3D rendering, isn't it, of Area 51. That is what I'm most excited for there. But apparently there's going to be a few new bits of data with that were a few things that he hasn't said before, so that is going to be interesting there. And Carl as well, would be good sometime in the future to do a meetup and do a movie night outdoors, yes, or hire a cinema room with a movie. We do want to do a meetup. We do really want to do it there. I think we need a few more people in the little club, because it'll probably be 3 of us. We've got to pick somewhere that everybody can get to, but we do really, really want to do something. So I might just put something in the diary anyway there. Marcus and Jammy, thank you guys for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
He likes to eat the alien pets. It's a bit cruel, but hey ho. But yeah, I think we should arrange something there. It was very busy on base today. There has been this increase in military activity, hasn't there, lately there, especially the air traffic and stuff. I've been noticing a lot of strange stuff going on there. And Wayfind, it had a tail on the front, and like you say, the radio silence was very convenient. Well, the front tail for me, just like, it goes against, doesn't it, like logic. Now, I'm prepared to have the possibility that there is some fancy scientific process there that I don't understand that could allow for that. But yeah, my gut says it's on the bloody front, and it was on the front for a long time. I think I started to get a little bit more commentary with it when it did get closer to the heat source of the sun, and then did start to do more commenty things. There was the town behind it, there was that the water was starting to detect it as that melted and stuff there. So that kind of it started to rebalance the scales a bit for me there. But again, I would not be surprised either way with it. Watched Begonia today. Do recommend. Who recommended that one to me yesterday? I'd not even heard of that one. Great minds, yeah, exactly. And that's why we're all in the club there now. Tickers as well. We have some very low-flying C-32 transport planes across Somerset. They're coming for you there, Tickers. They've found your location. Have a bit of a drink. I'm remembering, man, look. You're in a sick bay. The sick bay is part of the club there, Mayor. All aboard the ship. So there we go. No, we're up to date. We are up to date with the chat. What a novelty, guys. What did I see last night that really I thought, that would be good for you guys? And then I thought I should write that down. No, totally blanked it there. It's A-Up, of course. You hide under the moho there, Tickers. They've got a heat-seeking missile there. And all of your 12 pans you use for cooking in the motorhome are all going to be hot, and then give away your location there. Such a good film. I've not even heard it. What is the gist of it? Of that one? Telepathic. There we go, yeah. Did you see the UFO over Italy? Possibly, AJ. My mind at the minute is such a sieve. Like, people are sending me such good information, and normally I can go through it and I can process it, go on to the next one. At the minute, somebody's turned off half of my brain, and I'll watch something and then totally forget what it was all about. So I think I need some rest, and then maybe we'll be back on form. So I may have, essentially. I might have. It's probably one in, one ear, out the other at the minute there. And Scaberto, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight there? Maya, you're right there. I just don't know how to unload it. That's the trick there. I haven't, Asian X, I haven't. I do want to see the dragons in China. They're England as well, like us here. So we're based in Wiltshire, not too far from Stonehenge, but right in the heart of crop circle country. Have you ever seen anything strange there in the night sky yourself? So after moving here, we did start to see those strange things. I hadn't seen anything before, but yeah, now doing this, we are seeing those strange things. Where are we there? Paul's back in the house there. County Durham, excellent as well there. Matt is Peterborough. Get a nice little map of the UK. People are all over the shop there. Can you scan X-band and S-bands with yourself? I don't think so, but that might just be out of ignorance. But I don't think we can. We are looking at kind of making some tweaks and adjustments which might improve it there. The only issue is that if we change our frequency, again, we've got all those filters and amplifiers that are in place, perfectly adjusted for, and the dish itself is, again, it's for the hydrogen line range there to help us hear on this frequency. I have it just going to download. If I'd give it a go. No dragons in Wiltshire, but Dartmoor have pixies now. What a magical time! Where's the place on Dartmoor? It is Dartmoor, isn't it? That's that really ancient woodland with the weird trees and stuff. Paul knows, because your daughter went there recently. I would love to go there. North Scotland has a Bigfoot. I don't know where I stand with Bigfoot. Like, I'm interested in the idea of Bigfoot and the concept and the mystery. I love all of that. But something about Bigfoot in the UK, and it might just be my ignorance, but I'm just like, it's the UK? Like, how it can't be that big a Bigfoot, because we'd see it. Like, you can stand on top of my house and I can see Scotland, and I'm in the south. You know, it's like, we're not a big country. Surely we would have come across that, previously. And, but again, that's not scientific. That's just a gut on that one. Cosmic as well. Emma Stone is CEO of a pharmaceutical company now. Jesse Thomas plays a conspiracy theorist. Where are we? Get to the other part of that. Emma Stone, as in actress Emma Stone, is part of a CEO of a pharmaceutical. Not. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Because there was that actress recently, wasn't it, that she's got a space startup that's actually doing quite well. What was it they were making there? The Appalachian Mountain Range there. So that I can imagine big enough, vast enough, and sort of uninhabited enough to get rid of for Bigfoots and stuff there. The Bigfoots are the alien pets. Yeah, they've got nothing to Alan. Onto it. Thank you there, Matt. Erwin Saunders. I did like his channel. You should check that, guys. If you've not checked out the Erwin Saunders channel on YouTube, I found it so relaxing. I'm going to put that on tonight and try and relax. That's what I'm going to do, because his videos, there's just something about that which just absolutely, I just loved it there. And Jamie as well, 2.2 to 2.3 gigahertz S-band, the deep space downlinks, Mars and lunar missions. Again, I don't know these details, so I appreciate this. So that is 2.2. I mean, we can go up to 2.2, but I don't think our dish will handle it there. But it won't be. It's not tuned for that range, is it? But maybe we need more dishes. We could hop in amongst a few. We're looking at some ticks there. Looking at some options. Suffolk has the Black Shark and a Skinwalker. Oh yeah, talking about, there was Skinwalker sightings in the UK recently, wasn't there? Now I always associate them with the Native Americans and their sort of folklore and tradition and their history, and I can kind of see where they may have come from that, their I'm gonna get it wrong here, but medicine people, whatever it is, and they're going bad and that side of things. So I can see that train of events, but when we started seeing them or having the reports of them over here, I'm like, how did they get on a plane? There. And Scar as well, what do you think of Free Eye Atlas? Oh, and thank you for the heart, that's very kind of you there. And all the gifts, the subs, the patrons do go back into the stream. They help us improve what we do. Free Eye Atlas, I think I'm leaning again to, I said, it being a fancy interstellar object. I don't think it's done anything clearly enough for us to definitely go, wait a minute. Saying that, maybe the biggest bit of evidence for me that really gives me the emotional maybe is that radio silence from all of the official agencies. Internationally with it's a little bit too convenient and a little bit too quiet for my liking. My gut is saying that's a bit sus there. So yeah, not a good answer on that one. Sadly. There, Bedfordshire as well. I want to do my little wall map of where all of you guys are, little pins in the map there, and we can see what coverage of the UK skies we've got. More dishes. Yeah, like all these hobbies, they just get crazy. Like we want more cameras to do the sky. We want an infrared. We want the visible light there. We want a telescope as well for the zoom. I mean, you can go on and on for this there. The rake, oh my god, the rake is what we was going to do for our special for Halloween until TikTok screwed us around. I forgot about that. I have 6 dishes, just missing 2 from the set. Oh, Andrea, rubbing it in there. Oh, I need to get more now. I need to compete there. I need bigger, more dishes than Fairy Liquid can handle. Yeah. The joke of it is, though, like a couple of you guys, I think it was you, AJX, wasn't it? You was recommending me stuff on Freeview channels. And I haven't even got a television aerial, or a Sky dish, or anything, or a Freeview dish, anything like that. I've got dishes for this, but nothing that's going to pick me up some TV. Interesting area. You could probably pick up the show line 1.6 to 7. Oh, maybe, yeah. The waterhole, the SETI range there. That's a good point. So we're 1.420 there. Maybe I've heard of that one. I've heard of that range there. I'll have a look at that one. I always got it confused with the what we're searching now, the hydrogen line itself there. But it's a different one because I have heard it called that before. There as well. No worries there. And also, what are your opinions on it as well? This is the thing. This is how we learn. Maybe somebody has a little bit more information, things that we haven't heard. That's how we will build the picture there. The rake is nothing compared to a mimic or a skinwalker. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me they're over here there. It's because we all keep saying Skinwalker. That's how they come here. We summoned them there. And thank you for the likes, for seeing them pop up on the screen there. Those likes and shares that help us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena so we can all piece this puzzle together. And if you are just joining us, give us a follow. We do something like this every night. So it's either this alien radio signal hunt. If it's cloudy, if it's not cloudy, we get the camera out. We point it to the sky there and we see all of the weird and wonderful things flying around in the night sky over here in Wiltshire in the UK. And we're right in the heart of crop circle country and just down the road from Stonehenge. Last night as well, if the moon is up, we point it there, we see all the craters, all the details, talk about how weird the moon is as well. That'll thank you as well. So yeah, hopefully you'll follow us and get those notifications when we go live. But we're searching for alien radio signals again tonight on the hydrogen line. That's the yellow line at the top of the screen there. That scientists theorise is the place most likely to have the hello, is anybody else out there message. And in the 1970s, they may have done just that. The infamous wow signal was detected right on that yellow line there, on our best candidates as a potential alien radio signal ever detected there. We'd love to hear something like that again. But you never know. It could be anywhere. Why the hydrogen line? Why even radio? Maybe these species are so advanced they're not even using radio for communication, or if they are, they could use any of the channels there, any of the frequencies. Well, the reason is because it's so useful for radio astronomy. We're always going to have eyes and ears on it, learning about the universe and what is going on. And ET, we think, would be the same. If they have radio technology, they would know this, and they would be as interested too. So out of all of those channels, out of all of those communication methods, if you wanted to guarantee the highest chance of somebody looking at something out there in the galaxy as a place for you to put that message, it's the hydrogen line. It has the other added bonuses. Not only that there has been a previous signal detected here before, gives us that really good statistical odds increase there, but also it is my brain's gone dead. Oh yeah, it's illegal to transmit on it. There we go, we're getting there eventually, which means that we're unlike the rest of the radio spectrum, which has other usage. There could be, very mobile phones or other technology or whatnot coming in and picking up those signals that we wouldn't be able to filter out easily. This one you're not meant to transmit on. So it does help us filter out that potential interference there. And Mark, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
Hello Roscoe as well, how are you doing tonight there? Where are we in the chat? Let me scroll through here. No worries there. I love the questions, guys. If you have got a question, ask away. There are no silly questions here. And Sky, I think they're gearing us up for Project Bluebeam, a false flag. So I would not put it past them. So if you don't know, Project Bluebeam was this reported operation where the government or world government or whatever would fake a UFO invasion, their hostile alien threat, as an excuse to put us under sort of a more authoritarian regime of control there. Now, it was going back to, like, I think the 70s, the 80s stuff, and even old Werner von Braun, there, the ex-Nazi American that was heading up, he's German originally, he's heading up the NASA for the Apollo era there. The rocket specialist basically brought over an Operation Paperclip. On his deathbed, he was reported to say, to warn of this, basically, and it's come up a few times since. And now I've got a feeling that Bluebeam itself, as a particular project, probably was of its time. There's probably a reason that it didn't happen then, and the people involved probably went, right, we've got to put that on the back burner. But as a principle, using aliens as a false flag, 100% do I think they would do it if they could try. We know they've used it for normal military behaviours and terrorisms and things like that before. They've faked all of that as excuses and justifications for action. So why wouldn't they if they thought they could get away with the LDT things there? So that is the other side of it, isn't it? Maybe they are seeding us there, this knowledge, this information, and the slow cultural change there towards, and the seeding of information around UFOs and that cultural change, their attitude, there we go, there's the word, towards it has changed. Maybe it's disclosure, they're warming us to tell us the truth. Or maybe they're warming us up so we believe the lie. So, I don't know with that one, but it's a good point. It's something that we've got to consider. I mean, I'd be very, very sceptical if they all came out and went, oh my god, alien mothership on the way, guys. But I also wouldn't write it off fully because, we think the universe is probably going to be heavily populated with life. So therefore, if it is populated, that range of timelines there, somebody could be far more advanced. It's plausible. And then if they are, that they'd want to come visit us. And then again, plausible again that they may be, or at least some of them may be, a negative. So I wouldn't want to also write it off. I'd want to take sort of a mid-level preparedness for that. But it's a very good point to consider there. The US Phantom Squad caught a Wendigo and tried to breed it as a weapon. Again, sort of thing that I would 100% not put past them there. Mongoose as well. What frequency are we listening to? So we're listening to 1.420 point something over. It's the hydrogen line, basically. The frequency that hydrogen gas naturally emits a radio wave as it decays. And because it is the most common not molecule, the common element, no, it's not the right word, is it? Gas, there we go, out there in the galaxy, in our galaxy there. It is basically one of the noisiest things. It's the consistent, it's a flag on the radio dial, because radio, kind of like your car radio, if you're in the UK here, and it probably works as well across the world, but wherever if you drive across the country, stations are on different frequencies, in different counties, and so as you drive through, the local radio stations are again all on different numbers. You have to keep tuning in now, and space is kind of like that as well. Planets and stars and things are all on different frequencies, making different noises. It's different wherever you are. The same as the radio stations I have available to me down here in Wiltshire are different to the people over in Scotland and stuff. But the one consistency is the hydrogen line again, because it is so common, so abundant there. No matter where you are in the galaxy, it's the same for you wherever it is, and that's the equivalent for us here as our UK national radio stations like Radio 1 or Radio 3 there. No matter where you are. Oh, we've got a sulky internet again. Hold on, is that going to sort itself out? That's frustrating. We thought we fixed the sulky internet. Very, very frustrating. But we're saying it's the equivalent, the hydrogen line, of those national stations. It's a consistency across where you are, and that is again why it's so useful for radio astronomy and stuff like that. He was defo part of Gateway there, and Gareth as well coming in with the shares. Thank you for those shares and those likes, guys. Help us reach more and more like-minded people there, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena, so we can all piece this puzzle together there. Freya as well. What is the sounds behind you? So that sound, if I turn my music down, that is the cosmic microwave background there, and scientists theorise that radio sound there, that radio signal, same as the old static that you'd get on your TV there, is actually the remnants of the Big Bang, is what they think, which is quite amazing to think that's what we're hearing. And then on top of that, got some music there, a little bit of space ambience there, and my prattling away. How you doing, Fra? And Agent X, anyone hear news about NASA's Earth to, the second moon. We occasionally capture these ones, don't we? There, Mab as well. Hello once again. How are you doing, Mab? Good to see you in tonight. There, in Airbrush. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from tonight? There, from Norway, Fran. Love it. How are your skies? We're very jealous of the amount of amazing landscapes and skies that you have over there in Norway. Liam's in again. Thank you for the heart there. Gonna join from my PC, Mab. Are you following us over on YouTube or Twitch? Because you'll get that full horizontal screen there. So guys, do us a favour. Subscribe to us over on YouTube and or Twitch. There, we're at The Thing UFO on both of those. But you never want to trust one platform. So it's always good to have a backup. We cross-stream over there too. And you actually get a horizontal view, so you're just getting this little middle part of the screen over here on TikTok, guys. But over on Twitch and YouTube, chat's a little bit less quiet. But there's still people there. But you get to see more of the screen there. So behind me, again, you can't see that on TikTok here, but you see the live sky view shows our dish position and all of the stars, local stars that are in range of it there. Information on those stars pops up in a box over there that you can't see on TikTok. Same as over here, we're doing some actual audio waveform analysis there of the actual signals that may come in. Although it's broken tonight, we'll have to have a look into that one. It's having a sulk. That is, you get to see those a bit more. And again, when we're doing those sky watches, UFO sky hunts, then you tend to see more of the action, more of the screen there. And, oh, Marcus, hello, how are you doing from TikTok there? So what's the things that we need to look out for? Good question. And Mab's here as well over on Twitch. Hi, guys. So yeah, what you're looking at, you're seeing a little bit more of the screen there as well. But what we really want to see is a nice clear spike, or this box above me here start to go red. That will imply that there's strong signals coming in. We really want to see it around this middle line here. That is the frequency range that is of interest. And yeah, that's basically what we want to see there. I think I figured out why the audio wasn't coming through. I forgot to press a button, that's why. I'll see if I can fix that in a second. Then Marcus over on YouTube as well just came over. TikTok's playing up somewhat. It's been playing up for a lot of people. I think they've made some changes recently that have upset a lot of people, and I think they've lost a lot of followers as well from that one. And Owen as well, thank you for the heart. Sorry, I think I missed those. Guys, the gifts and the subs patrons are very appreciated, and they'll go back into stream so we can improve what we're doing. And speaking of Patreon as well, we're going to be doing our next Patreon deep diver this Friday, which is the 7th, I think, and it'll be 2300 hours, 11 p.m. UK time here. And we're going to be doing it on the Einstein, there we go, Oppenheimer treaty there relating to the UFO phenomenon. We're going to do a long read through those documents, hear your thoughts on it whilst we are reading through it. If you've not taken advantage yet, we've got a link in our top of our bio for the Patreon there. It gives you a month for free. If you've already used the link there, you've got to make sure, if you do want to join us, that you've rolled over not into the free tier but into the Skywatcher, which is the lowest tier there, so then you can still access those. But you can also watch the past deep dives that have come up there before as well. Maya, did you call my name? I was catching up on two women fighting. I may have done earlier, but I'm a bit behind in the messages there. I can't remember what I'd said. And Jeremy's 100% recommend looking at the other frequency I mentioned the other day. Check it up offline. Yeah, I need to write that one down, because otherwise I will forget. But yes, totally, I need to look into that one now. On the PC now, good Mab, seeing you over on TikTok there. How you doing, Owen? Busy, mainly fighting with TikTok. They had us off for a while, didn't they? And then always issues on top of that as well. Adrian's YouTube is alive tonight. It's a bit quieter there. I think we're coming over because Carlos keeps losing signal on TikTok. In fact, we should probably do that. We should probably roll it over, guys, because TikTok is being a bit of a sod. So let me just get to the bottom of these comments, and what we'll do is we'll start bringing everybody over to YouTube and Twitch there for that one. Scotland, when are we going? Oh, Agent X, it's going to be a while, yeah, but we do really want to do our little road trip there as well. Hydration, right? Thank you there, man. We drinking water? Oh, it's always water here. Can't afford anything else. Can we do the alert? Yes, we can do the alert. Freya, thank you for the follow. Good to have you on board. So because we're developing most of this software, not that very top bar, but most of it, you have obviously buttons to test things to make sure, you know, certain actions are working and stuff. So we can actually trigger and show you what it would look like if we get an alert and a match there. So I'll show you what it is. Don't get too excited. It's just the labels. But
alert. Signal detected.
And again, if you're over on YouTube, you'll see the star difter there light up, so it's designed to target, show you where potential signals might be coming from. And again, if we get an audio signal match.
Signal pattern matches WOW signal.
Yeah, and they get triggered by certain like thresholds there, so matching close to the signals and signal strengths that we would expect there as well. So that's, yeah, there. High-pitched noise is back. Oh dear. I see you over there, Matt, as well, and please no fighting. Yeah, and don't forget your plastic bags. Oh, I'm never going to live that one down as well. So, okay, let's do a surge over here. We're going to wind up, and we're going to do the last, say, half an hour or so of the show over on TikTok and Twitch there. So, if you've not followed us already, we are at The Thing UFO on both of those channels there. So, get ready for over there. We're going to cut off the TikTok side of it in a minute, free up some bandwidth, and we'll see all of you guys over there. So yeah, go find us at The Thing UFO there. Ah, Marcos, excellent. Well, I appreciate that. And again, it all helps us to improve what we're doing there, because yeah, we do love our deep dive, and definitely check out the past ones we've done, Marcos, there, because they were good. My favourite one isn't up there, so we're probably going to have to do an extra one to just redo it there. But it was the molecular biologist that claims to have worked with the genetics and the anatomies and stuff like that of the grey aliens. Really, really fascinating there. Amazing read. But we do it about twice a month for that one. That's a new one. It is a new one. That is for if the waveform itself the signal matches the WOW signal, not just the signal strength, but what we had in there as well. And Liam as well, just joined from TikTok. I must say the view is much better. Yeah, this is the premium over on YouTube. Chat is normally quieter, but you do get to see a bit more of the screen there. And Mayor's back over there. How are we doing there? The buttons, Kate, exactly. High-pitched noise. That could actually tie in, couldn't it, with Free Eye going behind the sun, comes away, and then as it comes out again, you're getting the noise again there. And Coda Run, hell are you doing there? Raise your hands if you're here, if you're live and kicking. Exactly. And Marcus is over there as well. How are you doing there? So, we've still got a few of you lurkers on TikTok. Guys, you've got to go over to YouTube or Twitch there at The Thing UFO, and we're going to wind up on here, and we're just going to be over there. And you're getting that full screen for the last few minutes of the show there. But yeah, so we're doing a live alien radio signal hunt. We are searching the hydrogen line. That is the channel on the radio dial. The frequency that scientists theorize we're most likely to hear the hello. Is anybody else out there? Message, just like in the 1970s, we may have heard just that. The infamous WOW signal was detected right at the yellow line at the top of the screen. And that is what we are on the listen out for again tonight. And yeah, you only got a few more minutes to join us over on YouTube and Twitch before we come off of TikTok for the night. I'm going to actually whilst we're here, so bearing in mind, give me a second. I'm just going to reset this because I'm going to try and bring the audio waveform in for you guys there. So I'm just going to refresh my little app we're building. Let me rotate it to there. Sorry guys, nice and bright for you. It'll take a second to load. It takes a little bit too long. Maybe my internet is going down here. There we go. We're just trying to refresh the signal. Where is it? Window. There's that one, and that's where I think we went wrong last time. And then back to that. There we go. Now we're getting the audio monitoring, and that's what we was doing, was messing around there, just so you guys can get that part back. There we go. Right. Oh, my eyes. Yeah, I forgot about that. It goes with a nice bright white screen. Now it's up in full. But at least we're getting the waveform coming in there now. Where are we there? Everyone's over joining you, Raf. They missed you. It is tempting there, Coda. Where are we? Too comfortable, yeah. Right, where are we? There. Mayor's up there. Bernadette, yeah. And where are we? Sheps is in as well. Tickers is in there. I'm trying to catch up there. There we go. We're all coming in there now. We're all lining up nicely. Right, so this is your last call now, guys. We're going to be coming off of TikTok now. We're going to be going over to YouTube and Twitch. We're already live there, so it is at The Thing UFO on both platforms there, and you can join us over there for the last few minutes of the stream, but you'll be able to enjoy a nicer full screen there. So yeah, we'll see you over there. Thank you, TikTok, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. You guys, if you're not joining us over there, you've been awesome. You're absolutely amazing. But we're going to be over on YouTube and Twitch now for the rest of the stream, which is at the thing at UFO. So do join us over there. Right, we'll see you at TikTok. We'll see you tomorrow night. Now, bye bye, guys. Right. Let me just get my everything else loaded up, guys. That can go away. And let me bring up... Oh, no. I've done something. Right, there we go. Hello. I'm not used to actually looking at this screen now. We got really used to doing this, didn't we, on YouTube and that during the break. And now we're back to it. No, that's the wrong button, Sam. Get used to one thing, then get used to another. No, that's what I'm trying to do. There we go. Right, I think I've done it now. Ooh. So yeah, we are continuing our little search of the old hydrogen line for potential alien radio signals. See a bit more of the screen now. Who's the first time over here? There. And Jamie, I just spotted top left. It says 1.56. Oh, where's that? I'm looking at my thing. Oh yeah, that's I think that's just one of the settings. I need to have a tweak with that one. In fact, I don't think it lets me change that one. Hold on, let's have a look at that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's just to do with the fixed. Sorry, guys, moving it around. The fixed settings of the actual SDR itself. So we're still on the lower settings there, but it's just some setting in the thing there. It doesn't let us change. Just trying to close everything TikTok related now whilst I'm there. But good spotting there. I hadn't even noticed that. There. Yeah. Eagle eye though. Damn, how you doing there, Marcos, as well? Right, where are we? How did Kate get number one when she's on vacation? I don't know there. Well, does it? Are you number one? Is that what it's? Oh yeah, look, you got a little crown and everything there. We're in the chill stream now. We don't have to talk so fast because not got many people coming in. It's just the OGs. The crown suits you there, Kate the Late. You have actually been there for the whole time. Dual streaming sometimes there. Keeps it exciting. Star Trek. We've got to find more things to do, haven't we? So yeah, at least you can see all of the stuff going on now. I was going to press the button again. Not intentionally, I just almost did the thing there. King Tickets. Oh, he's got a crown as well. Oh, you've overtaken there, Kate. What? That's going to be a fight, that is. Reminds you of Endor. Actually, yeah, the forest is that, yeah. That's just the standard Mac one. I do try and change my backgrounds, but it messes everything up. Microsignal analysis. Nope, didn't find anything typical. We've reset it. That's why the tally is only down to 3. So the tally itself does get triggered when there is a possibility. So that microsignal analysis will pop up A when there's a nice clear signal that goes above the red line there. That is one of its triggers, or that there is some sign within the background there that there might be a faint signal there. So that's why we started to track how many times it pops up to see if we go through periods of time when we're detecting, or potentially detecting more in the background. So Difter is in range now. Oh, as soon as I slow down, that's it. The yawns come tonight, guys. Sorry. Yeah, no, 96.3 light years there, 104.31 gigawatts of power required to send that signal to us clearly there. No exoplanets. Oh, it's triggered again quite quickly. No, but look, the ridge is back, isn't it? Look. So here, look, we're getting that one, a little plateau. So that wasn't there again earlier. Now it's back. Interesting. Where are we over on the chat? trying to mix in. Loaded pleb stickers, yeah. No media management and distribution of tickets. Oh, you've gone to number 2 then, Kate's number 3. What's going on here? King Carl's, you snuck in there, Carl. I like this. Is for more fun actually. We're waiting for the signal. We're seeing who's gonna take over there as number 1 on TikTok. Do we have like a ranking over on Twitch? I think it'd be A Up, wouldn't it? A Up or Kate. He has just popped back up there. The Avengers in tonight. The Hawkeye. I don't know. You're talking about the target down here. So this is where the dishes range. So technically, it's mainly this square and circle here. So this tells you basically where the dish is pointing and its sort of coverage area with the size that it has. The outer range there is the technically, if the signal was quite strong, we might be able to get something. So we've got Difter just about in range there. Where are we? Alvin Stardust, yeah. King Carl. Star Trek, hello. Do you like Star Trek? If so, which one do you like for me? Star Trek Next Generation. I mean, Next Generation is the one that I've seen the most of. So I like Star Trek, but I haven't watched a lot of it. But funnily enough, I have just started editing a Star Trek podcast for somebody. So I think I'm going to start to learn a lot more. But I really like the ones that I have seen. Again, I thought it was entertainment before coming into this. You know, it's a TV show, but really it's a thought experiment. You know, all these different things. How would this work in this situation? I don't think we could give it enough credit. Jesus, didn't catch that one. So yeah, I don't think we do give it enough credit at all for how sort of clever it can be. What about yourself there, Star Trek? King Carl has returned. We had this cloud. It's been ridiculous, this cloud cover. We've managed to sneak a couple of nights in, but they've not been very good ones. The Starfleet Bond, Alien Alan. Yeah, Alan will make an appearance, I'm sure, in a minute. Won't you, Alan? Yeah?
Follow us now, or I'm sending the mothership.
Thank you, Alan. There. TikTok, do you have a rank? Tickle's number 1 on there tonight as I was spying and you are. I'm not singing it there, Agent X. I'm not doing it there. Have a drink. Good shout. Yeah, I prefer the original Star Trek and Kirk. Fair enough. I haven't seen much of that one, to be honest. Spaceman by Balmazy, it's a classic. I used it in one of our posts recently. Next Generation, Voyager. Again, Voyager I've not seen a lot of there. Where are we? Let's scroll back down. Oh no, we're up to date over on the Twitch, aren't we? I can't deal. You want Alan to send the mothership? Can't deal with them. We can feel about that there. So yeah, we're going to have our... Has everybody voted for the movie club? So remember, if you're not already, I imagine you all are over here, but join our Discord if you're not there. I assume the links are in the bios for these platforms. I think they are there. But you can vote on our next alien-themed film. What have we got? The Thing, 1982, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and E.T. There for us. And that'll be the 28th, Friday the 28th at 10 p.m. UK time. We'll be watching that one. This Friday, the 7th, we'll be doing our first of the month Patreon deep dives. That'll be 11 p.m. It's a bit of a late one. Maybe we'll look at making them a bit earlier, but 11 p.m. at the minute. And we're going to be looking at the Einstein-Oppenheimer treaty related to the phenomena. Maybe we'll get some other loose ones to look through, depending how that long it lasts as well there. Much more fun to read through, stretch our old grey matter, trying to understand a little bit more about these particular facets and parts of the phenomena there. And again, it is free if you use the link in our bio there. Take us over to the old... take you over to the Patreon. Yeah, it gives you it for a month for free. I did the Klingon across the road to conquer the other side. What's King Carl saying there? I was in the shadows watching to pounce for your crown. It's like Game of Thrones in here. And turning on each other soon there. There go your ears. The noise again. Is there the connection? Jamie, have you got your SDR linked to... yes, we do. Yeah, it's on a low noise amplifier. Yeah, and it's a low noise amplifier and a filter. Was it what filter was it? I can't remember now. There's also a filter on there as well. Ah, so you've got your connection as well, but you're right tonight, Kate. Well, that's good. Yeah, we was thinking, like the background noise activity has quietened down. All of these symptoms that are... Oh God, I can't stop now. All of these symptoms and things that you guys have been sharing, they were ramping up, weren't they, with this approach of Atlas? I don't know if it's connected, but it did feel like there was a correlation there. Then all of it goes quiet when it's directly behind the sun, and now maybe it's picking up a bit as it's carrying around the other side. Maybe. So a dual SDR on offer today. I'm trying to get, and Tommy Scotland will be pleased, I'm trying to get hold of the Hack RF1. That'll be, I think, a nice little improvement for us there, and some other bits and bobs. But we'll see how we get there. I need to chase that up, actually. This logo last night, I do think it was the meds. Oh, Kate, you just reminded me. I've had my meds have been at the pharmacy since Friday. Every day I keep forgetting. Every day. No wonder my sleep's even worse. Raf, you mean like dropping to see your fags in the tea? My sleep is better since Atlas has gone behind the sun. Maybe there's all of this correlation there in the same, and it might not be that it's aliens or anything like that, but these celestial events, in the same way that the moon interacts with us there, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if we are so much more sensitive to these sorts of things, even if it's not conscious for a lot of people. Space is a fascinating place. There's still lots we don't know. Oh my God, I think most of it, isn't it? It's such an amazing place. And where was have I got that tab? Where was it? Oh no, did I close it? Hold on. Damn, haven't got it up now. But there was old Harco sent me a really cool one looking at the stars in our local neighbourhood of the universe there. I thought it would be good for us to zoom in on it there. So the software is a bit janky. I'm not even sure if that's up to date, but possibly. The Bi-Stick isn't the... no, it's powered directly from itself. It's not an inline power there, if that's the one. But good questions there, because honestly, half the time when we set up the amplifier and all that sort of stuff there, I'm looking at it and I'm going, obviously it's louder, the bass line is up there, but I'm going, spent all this money, looks bloody the same. Are you sure there's not a setting or something that I must have missed? I wouldn't be surprised if I had missed something somewhere in the bloody settings after all this time. Astral travelled last night and was a farmer teaching prisoners to farm. I mean, that's something to do for an evening. Just remind, I need to watch, hold on. Write that one down because I want to watch that again last night that you suggested there, old thing. Ham going from CB. Oh, my settings all along. Honestly, Jamie, I wouldn't be surprised if I've still got something wrong in there. I will have to do a double review in a minute. At some point, though, somebody will come along just like that, and we'll tick the right box and go, oh, well, there you go. There's the radio. There's the alien signals. They've been there all along. I like it here. It gives me time for my 9 TikTok violations to clear. You'll just get more. Figuring out who everybody is. I struggle half the time remembering what your names are cross-platform. The fun part is learning it most of the time. Yeah, no, it is, and that's seeing, it's learning as we go, improving what we're doing. And that is, again, the great bit about this is that we can do this, we can stream it. In fact, I knew so little about doing all of this. In fact, so little that I wasn't even sure that it would be even possible. But I thought, let's do it and stream it, and somebody will very quickly tell me if I'm totally wrong. And I've had some good suggestions which have helped over the time there, getting us closer to it there. So, you know, it's just see where we're going there. This it's crazy, and the chat is totally different. Like when we had our time off, again, the chat, not only was it slower and a bit more chill, but it was like never about aliens when we're over on these ones. It's fine, it's aliens when it's on TikTok. We kind of delve off into our own feudal quests for the #1 crown. Long and short. I will, yeah. It takes me a while to remember who's who over these places. Luckily, a few of you guys did us the favour of changing your names to match, so I could remember across platform. Let me see where we are. Aliens and aliens and aliens. Where are we? There. Ooh. Come on. Sorry, getting distracted by all of the little stream boxes and things. I had a sense of looking out of the window and thought I would have to look and see. I saw a fast speeding light. So people do have these weird, it's like, you know, you got the sense to turn around, like when you notice somebody staring at you, like from behind, and you turn around, they're making contact with you. There is like a measurable correlation with that. Like, there does seem to be some sort of sense that we don't know what it is that's detecting that, and it would make sense, wouldn't it, that it fits in with the phenomena. We'll never know there, Agent X. For November the 5th will hold meaning. You did say that one. And we are not far off now. What, we're 2 days away? So that is Tuesday, Wednesday. That'll be an interesting stream day for us there. All I need is Tommy to appear. Number 2. Via fear, yeah, brave heart. Yeah, free will, yeah. I look 20 years younger on you. There we go. That's a benefit. Not just, don't say £20 heavier either, though. Yeah. We'll all switch you all over to Twitch. That'll be the next step there, because that's where you can feed Alan still on Twitch. What power are you running to power your equipment? Does it cost much to run? No, it's not much at all. Really, most of the amplifier and the filter there, they're basically just like low voltage USB powered in line. Luckily, it's not a long signal run, so we don't have to like amplify the signal just out of the dish for that, because it's basically right next to it there. And again, the actual device itself is a USB powered one there, but we are working on upping that one. Where are we? Where's V? Yeah, exactly, where is V? Maybe having a night off. And Charlie can visit. Yes. It took you 3 months to get on, you have to go to Twitch by Xmas. Oh, she's behind you, going to come out of the woods. Yeah, no, you don't have to. But yeah, Alan gets fed on Twitch. So if you missed that one, he's always available for that one. There. We haven't put Alan in his spaceship tonight. Should we put Alan in his spaceship for 5 minutes? So if you've got any questions for Alan, get them down now. Get ready. We'll put him in his spaceship there.
Hello, chat. November the 5th is when my Space Amazon package arrives. It's a hat. I'm a fan of love. Actually, great film. Agent X, you have my sister. Don't trust her. She still owes me a kit coat.
Alan, it's a Kit Kat, Alan. He's not got his Earth words quite right yet, that. Where are we in the chat there? Let me scroll through here. Should I go Woman in Black? Oh, I watched that film again recently. Very, very good. Come to the conclusion, we have been brought together for a reason. I think so. For Alan's purposes, probably. Hey up, see you soon. Thank you for joining us again. I'll see you later in the week there. Captain Marvel or Jenna. No, Woman in Black. Definitely. Suit ya. Didn't think a favourite film would be that. He's a big Keira Knightley fan. A big Keira Knightley fan. What film have you voted on? Well, the poll is still open there, Agent X. You can jump in. I think E.T. is winning at the minute. Let's have a look at that. Right, where are we? No, I need to revote. Oh, no. Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers is coming in ever so slightly there. That's where we are at the minute, but it's still very much open there. Jamie, you're loving the Feed Alan stickers. You're making use of those. Feeding Alan there, in fact.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
Where are we? Get my little cursor back over here. Folks, you've seen them 10 times. You're still just influencing. Spacewalk is time. Alan, it is Spacewalk is time. Kung Fu outfit for Alan's sister. Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars, I think, could go for Alan's sister there. It's on brand. The closer free eye gets, the louder the pitch of my ears becomes. Yeah, this is too. So it's its closest point to the sun, but it's not technically is it its closest point to us yet, or is that past now? But yeah, it's all lining up, isn't it, with how close it is now. Seen it 14 times, never watched it all the way through. You know what, have I even seen it all the way through once? It's the sort of thing that would have been on, and I might have caught it for a few hours and then drifted off into sales there. Alan's still on screen. I thought I checked for that. No, you're right. Oh well. Ooh. That's mine. Oh. There we go. I need another monitor here to keep track of everything. Where are we? Feel it's lined up? It could be. Not seen Body Snatchers for years. I saw it once a long time ago. I think it'd be good to re-watch that one as well. Okay, I can't remember any of the movies, and I can't remember what I voted for. About right there. Carlos, and it's funny you say that. Recently I've been experiencing this. It's a ringing, like when someone turns a TV on. I get lots of people aren't at this sort of thing at this sort of time as well. He is taking over, exactly. He's meddling is what he's doing. He's definitely meddling there. Right, we're going to wind up, I think, for 1:15 there. And I'm going to go watch some strange things and chill out on YouTube, or try to. But it's been amazing, as always, hanging out with you guys tonight. We will be here tomorrow. And, you know, let's check if it's going to be clear, actually. Not sure what our chances are, but let's have a look. Is there a chance of a skywatch? Let's have a look. Where is my little thing? One of my many weather apps that all lie. Loading. We lost internet again. Take care, Jamie. Thank you so much for joining us over here, matey, and we'll hope to see you later on in the week there. Where are we weather-wise? Like tomorrow? Oh, no, it's looking particularly cloudy. What about the day after? Is it going to clear? No, we've got clouds again until the end of the week. That's frustrating, isn't it? But hey, we're going to be doing more of this. It's going to be fun there. Questions, fire away quickly before we go, and then can't see me too much. What's that? Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You've all been absolutely awesome as always, and we will see you tomorrow. We're going to be aiming for 8 p.m. Then again tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a rollover onto here again once it quietens down, and see how that one goes. But you're awesome as always. Thank you so much.